All right, good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning, good morning. All right, my name is Ms. Eke. I am one of the assistant principals here at Lawrence High School. Welcome to our 2024 Cardinal Awards. Give it up for our students. So along with me, we have Dr. Adam, our principal, the captain of our ship. We have Dr. Barrietza and Dr. Williams, our other assistant principals. To give you a little background about Cardinal Awards, some of you might remember how we do our Student of the Month, where the teachers and staff members nominate a student who's doing well in the classroom and beyond. For Cardinal Awards, it's more so about the whole year's scope of a club or activity. So whether it is a theater company or DECA or Triumph, whatever they've done outside the classroom to show leadership and character, they're being recognized today. So without further ado, we'll get started and hear from our advisors. Our first nominee, Sadie Paisanville, and she was nominated by Ms. Meyer.
Thank you, Sadie. Okay. This year I've chosen Sadie as my recipient for the Color Guard Award. This was Sadie's first year in Color Guard and her first school year here at LHS. Being a new student that was coming into a new culture and new language, I've been so impressed with her bravery. Many students might have chosen to keep to themselves and focus on just schools in Sadie's position, but Sadie has made the conscious choice to get involved. She is like a little light of sunshine. She never fails to greet you with a smile. She is friendly and welcoming to everyone she comes in contact with. She gives the best pep talks to her peers when facing a difficult situation and is always willing to give a helping hand. Her determination to master this new skill and do so with enthusiasm is what really makes Sadie stand out. We have been so impressed with Sadie that Sadie will be one of our co-captains in Color Guard next year. It's an amazing honor and accomplishment for someone that will only be a second-year member. I know she'll make the group proud. Congratulations, Sadie. Stay one, right? Here, I'll take one picture. Okay.
I do want to say, before we bring up Lee, another thing that's amazing about our staff is that not only are they involved in the classroom, they do multiple clubs and activities here. So Ms. Meyer will be up here again to present Nate Kunkel with his award for knitting and crochet.
This is like deja vu for Nate, I'm sure. So Nate is my recipient for the Knitting and Crochet Club this year. As the founding member of the club, Nate is responsible for making this club a reality. He has spearheaded projects, attended meetings faithfully, and is always willing to help new members learn new skills. He has been especially helpful as the only one who knows how to use the knitting machine. We would have never been able to fulfill so many holiday wishes without him. It is always a joy to see new and exciting projects he is working on every day, and his love of color never fails to put a smile on your face. Nate will be missed when he moves on to college. However, I know Nate will not give up on his skill and passion when he leaves here. His warm sweaters and socks he makes will serve him well in New England. Nate has left a legacy here at LHS where hopefully we will continue to inspire and teach new generations of knitters and crocheters long after he's graduated. Congratulations, Nate.
Our next Student of the Month, I've been doing this for so long. Our next Cardinal Award for Bring Change to Mind is Grace Gilday, who's nominated by Mr. Pedrunas and Ms. Vila.
There you go. Hi, my name is Hillary Vila, and I am the Bring Change to Mind co-advisor with Mr. Pedrunas. Who couldn't be here, but he's sending his congratulations as well. I'm honored to be presenting this award to Grace. Bring Change to Mind is a club that was brought to the LHS campus this year to end the stigma and discrimination surrounding mental illness. In February, our club began with 4 compassionate students and has since grown to 47 members, in large part to Grace. Grace has led this group with kindness and compassion. She has used her light to spread awareness throughout the community. Grace has made students feel safe enough to talk about the challenges facing them in school, in social media, and in society today. The club is just getting started, and it feels like there is a world of possibilities for the change this club can make with Grace as our guide. I am so incredibly proud of her and thankful for her bravery. Congratulations, Grace, and thank you.
Our next Cardinal Award goes to Kendall Jordan, and she was nominated for DECA from Mrs. Egger and Mr. Tees.
Good morning, everyone. First and foremost, we'd like to congratulate all of the students who are here today for being honored for Cardinal Awards. For those who don't know us, we are the DECA advisors and business teachers here at Lawrence High School. This year, Mr. Tees and I have nominated Kendall Jodwin. Kendall has been a DECA member for the last 4 years and currently serves as our DECA president. For those who may not know, DECA prepares emerging leaders and entrepreneurs in marketing, finance, hospitality, and management in high schools and colleges around the globe. Kendall has demonstrated true qualities and traits of being a leader. The Lawrence High School DECA chapter is the largest student body organization at the high school with over 240 members and the largest DECA chapter in Mercer County, New Jersey. Without the guidance and leadership from Kendall, our chapter wouldn't be what it is today.
This year alone, Kendall has gone out of her way to ensure every DECA member had a positive and rewarding experience through the creation and participation in many student events and competitive conferences. With the help of Kendall's leadership, we were able to advise, manage, and guide over 240 DECA members who are involved within our DECA program in various events and competitive conferences. Kendall has spent countless hours volunteering her time at all DECA events, fundraisers, and activities. Through fundraising events, volunteer drives, and awareness campaigns, our chapter has supported local businesses and charitable organizations demonstrating the true spirit of DECA. Furthermore, Kendall has demonstrated the DECA core values of being academically prepared, community-oriented, professionally responsible, and experienced leadership, going on to qualify at all district, state, and international conferences in multiple years. Kendall's initiative, responsibility, and positive attitude truly have contributed to the success of our DECA chapter. Although Kendall may give me her very honest opinion at times, or the look, we both would like to thank you for all your support and guidance for the last 4 years, and we wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors. Congratulations.
Our next Cardinal Awards for Math League goes to Sai Chintagunta and Josh Liu from Ms. Patterson and Ms. Resenio.
Hi, my name's Jessica Patterson. I was one of the advisors of Math League along with Ms. Resenio. We nominated Cy and Josh because they are amazing in Math League. They're always doing really well in competitions. You guys are leaders to all the other students in Math League. Always willing to help out and lead them in the right direction. So thank you.
Our next Cardinal Award for Marching Band goes to Karen Hanna, and they were nominated by Mr. Drovich.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Michael Drovich. I'm the Director of Instrumental Music here. And I just want to thank Kieran for all of his hard work, his dedication to excellence. As a sophomore, he quickly established himself as one of the more disciplined, more dedicated members of the group. We recognized him as a leader in the marching band. He is returning in his role as Woodwood captain next year, and we look forward to watching him grow as a musician and as a person, and helping to grow the program as well.
Our next Cardinal Award for Jazz Band goes to Isaac Park by Mr. Drummond.
So Isaac is one of the happiest people I've ever met. He's like too happy. And recently we were in Virginia Beach, and after like 2 hours of sleep, 6 a.m., 7 a.m., whatever it is, I don't even remember. Isaac comes running out of his, good morning, everybody, good morning. And he's like, I'm like, dude, tone it down. It's way too early for this. But and he's just one of the most sincere, genuine people we have in our music program. And he really helped solidify the trumpet section in the jazz band. He's really come into his own as a player. And we actually just recognized him as drum major for next year's marching band. So that infectious personality is going to really help you to go very, very far. And we look forward to, again, you growing the program with us. Thank you.
We have 3 Cardinal Awards for International Alliance from Ms. Ulas and Dr. Khanna. Our students are Veer Patel, Kajone, and Shriya Budi. A round of applause.
Good morning. This is the part that I had to run out to get tissues, so pardon me. It takes a village. And I love this proverb because it fits so well in so many different scenarios. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Miss Q, known as Miss Q. I'm Miss Caboose. I am a special ed teacher here, and I also run the International Lights Club. I have been doing it for the past, I want to say, 20 years. I have a big village, and I see part of it right here, right? I am honored to show you a little glimpse of my village. I have so many different kids that make International Alliance the way it is today. International Alliance is a club that strives to strike cultural awareness among students. So we try and bring different cultures together. Kajol, Shreya, and Veer. These people have adopted International Alliance for the past 4 years. They don't just belong to it, they own it. And that's a big thing. That's a big thing to say among other people that have helped them, which that was my problem. It's like I wanted to bring the whole village here and give them all Cardinal Awards, but it's not possible. So my go-to people, hardworking, diligent, always on the toes. I get text messages, 2 o'clock in the morning, can you please send me the list? Can have this email been sent? There's so much I can talk about, but I will not have time. So my pleasure to give the awards to my little village people, Kajol, Veer, and Shreya. Thank you so much for everything you guys have done in the past 4 years. I've worked very closely with them. They have been my go-to people, my posts, my pillars of support for anything I've needed. And they have brought the International Alliance to the level that it is right now. You guys have to come and visit. You cannot just be strangers. Thank you so much.
All right, let's do it.
Our next Cardinal Award goes to Maximo Pascal for LTPS TV from Mr. Irvin. I'm going to ask Mr. Irvin to step away from the camera and come up to give a speech for Maximo. Maximo's not here today, but we still want to honor him. You can give Maximo a round of applause. He's doing good things. He's on a field trip.
There's Maximo. Congratulations to all the award winners. I'm Tom Irvin, media technician for Lawrence Township Public Schools. Among my various duties, I am honored to be the person who works with a student crew who provides service behind the scenes for an awful lot of programs, including LTPS TV. Leandro, as I know him, is actually one of the go-to people for my group. He's not a senior. I believe he's a freshman this year, finishing up his first year at Lawrence High School. And while we have had some wonderful seniors this year, Leandro's been the person who jumps in when nobody else will do something. He has been the most active person. He has worked lights in the high school auditorium, sound in the high school auditorium, spotlight in the high school auditorium, and he has worked camera for concerts at the high school, concerts and meetings. He's also done concerts at other schools. For instance, last week he was at Lawrence Intermediate School filming one of their concerts. He also has done video of practically every sport you can imagine this year, and he has done a wonderful job progressing as he went along, getting better and better at it. He's also had a great attitude about it. Whenever I would have suggestions for him about how he could make this next shoot a little bit better, he took them seriously rather than taking them as criticism, which is a wonderful thing. So our honoree for the LTPS TV and District Media crew this year is Leandro Pascal.
I'll fix that screen in a second. All right, our next Cardinal Award goes to Tamara Trax for the Lawrencian newspaper from Mr. Best.
Hi, I'm Mr. Best, and I was the advisor for the Lawrencian. Tamara did an outstanding job as co-editor, and she truly helped with every aspect of keeping together with everyone. I'd like to thank Tamara. Thank you.
Our next Cardinal Award for Student Council goes to Sonia Paulette, who was nominated by Mrs. Welsh. Just gonna give you the mic.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Doreen Welsh. I'm a school counselor here, but also student council advisor for quite a few years. Anyway, Sonia has been a member for the past 4 years, very involved. But this year she's been president, and it's been a tremendous year with her leading us. And we have the usual activities. Homecoming is our big thing. We do fundraising. We do other activities, Halloween. We acknowledge the homeless kids, Christmas wishes, and all that. But one of the biggest things she's done this year, we brought back the student representative to the Board of Education for the township, and she has been our representative. So every month she sits through the meetings, but before that she collects all the data from all the schools in the district. So she presents a what would you call it, a report?
Yeah, a board report.
A board report to the board. So, I mean, I give her a lot of credit, not only for sitting through the meetings, but for all her hard work. So, one of our other big functions is approving new clubs. And Sonia has a very calm, quiet leadership style. And she kind of cuts through everything where everybody else is like, oh, no, we're not doing this, or whatever. Sonia has the greatest gift of working with people and presenting the facts and not getting too emotional about the decision. So I will miss her, as she knows. She's off to UCLA in the fall for college, so I'm hoping I hear from her. But anyway, thank you for all your hard work.
Our Cardinal Award for Forensic and Debate goes to Gia Remenkar, who was nominated by Ms. Johnson.
Hi everyone, I'm Ms. Allison Johnson. I'm advisor for debate. This is my first year taking over or being a part of this club, and honestly couldn't have done it without Gia's leadership. I'm thrilled to award her with the Cardinal Award for the excellence in debate this season. She was captain, and as the captain, she led the meetings, recruited for debates, debated when she had to study or write a paper, and always put our club as a first priority for her in terms of recruitment. And I probably wouldn't have made it through the season without her. So her leadership is definitely was phenomenal. And I was thrilled to be able to work with her this year. And thank you so much for your contributions to the team. Congratulations.
Our next Cardinal Award for Students for Social Activism goes to Nate Kunkel, who was nominated by Ms. Steer. Ms. Steer was unable to be here, so I will read her speech on her behalf. First, Nate has been a fixture for Students for Social Activism for as long as the club has existed. He is there for every meeting and every event with a smile and contagious enthusiasm. Nate has always done his best to make sure that SSA meetings are a safe space where students feel their voices are heard. He's incredibly thoughtful, always listening with an open mind while making all of our members feel included. SSA will not be the same without him when he graduates. Thank you to Nate for everything that you've done for his club. Congratulations and keep in touch. Ms. Steer is also the advisor for the Queer Student Union, and she nominated for this year's Cardinal Award, Alex Filipova. Thank you, Alex, for everything you've done for QSU. Without you, there would be no QSU, which is completely true. You have been our fearless leader for the past year. You stepped up at a critical time and made our first ever Pride celebration happen. Because of last year's success, we were able to put on another Pride night last week. This is just the beginning of what will hopefully become a tradition at LHS. The work that you have done to start this organization and our Pride celebration is so important. It has made an immeasurable impact on our community, and it will continue to do the same in the future. This club and this school will not be the same without you. You have truly made LHS a better place. I can't wait to see where life takes you after graduation. Congratulations and keep in touch. Our next Cardinal Award for fall drama is Riley McDevitt from Miss Baldwin. I believe it's actually spring musical, right, Miss Baldwin?
Yes.
Yes.
So I am Lori Baldwin. I'm the director of the fall drama and the spring musical here. And I feel lucky, as probably all my colleagues do, because I feel I'm biased because I think I work with some of the best, most motivated, most creative students in the building, but I am biased. So it was hard for me to pick just 2 people out of the whole bunch that I see. But I definitely was able to select. There's a saying in theater that a good stage manager is always one step ahead of the director. And I can definitely say that Riley and my other student that I'm going to bring up here in a moment was always one step ahead of me when it comes to, she knows me so well. She wore many hats this year. She was a stage manager, a student choreographer, a student director, among other things in my class. I feel like we have a little telepathic thing going on because I always have the same comments and notes that Riley does. We think the same. It's amazing to me. We have like something going on with our minds. And Riley has a really strong work ethic. She was a dance captain for the musical Footloose, and she was always saying, can we just do this one more time? Even when I was done, it's 5 o'clock, I want to go home. And she's like, let's just do this one more time. I just want to get this right. She's a perfectionist, and she's always pleasant, even during stressful rehearsals. She has the respect of her peers, and I just really like her. So, congratulations, Riley. Oh, wait, we're getting a picture. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry.
And then for our fall drama, we have Rachel Nice from Miss Baldwin as well.
So, as the saying goes, a good stage manager is always one step ahead of the director. Rachel was my stage manager not only once, but twice this year. So Rachel knows me inside and out, how I work, and she understands what it takes to put together a good show. She remains calm and very organized during even the most stressful, hectic rehearsals. One thing I want to say is she makes me laugh, which is hard to do some days when things are falling apart. She makes me laugh, which is it's a tough thing to do. And she was dedicated and a leader, always organizes all the microphones that the students wear in the show, has that under control. I know I don't have to worry about that. And on a personal note, Rachel always remembers to bring me a Starbucks iced tea on a tech rehearsal day. So thank you, Rachel. You're a wonderful stage manager.
Our next Cardinal Award for Model UN from Mr. Christel is Shington Shu. Mr. Christel is not here, he's actually over at the middle school. Mr. Christel nominates Shington Shu for the LHS Model UN Club. This was her second year in the LHS Model UN Club. Throughout her time in the club, Shington has shown a high level of commitment to attend the club meetings and contribute to our activities on our agenda. She volunteered to handle the media for the club this year and also brought suggestions to other club programs. She was diligent in her preparation for this year's conference, researching well and planning out her strategy for debate. Last year, she won Best Position Paper in her large committee at the conference, and this year, Shingtong stepped up a challenging role and presented Lawrence High School with excellence. I am excited to announce Shingtong Shi as the LHS Model UN 2024 Cardinal Award recipient. All right. Our next Cardinal Award for National Honor Society from Ms. Bruner and Ms. Hoy goes to Julia Doliwa and Shayla Polumaskaya. Told you I got you, Shayla.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Michelle Hoy, and I have the honor of presenting for both myself and Mrs. Bruner the Cardinal Awards to Shayla and Julia. Just a little bit of context, Mrs. Bruner and I co-advise National Honor Society. And our chapter here at the high school is fairly large. We have approximately 100 students. And when the memo went out announcing that it was time to select our recipients for the Cardinal Awards, the first time Mrs. Bruner and I met after that memo went out, we looked at each other and we, at the same time, said the same two names, Shayla and Julia. So there wasn't any discussion to be had. From the very beginning, they stood out as leaders. And in an organization that has about 100 students, it takes a lot of management and behind-the-scenes work to make sure that the organization runs smoothly. So I was very pleased that Shayla and Julia were able to step up. They helped coordinate the Cardinal's Nest tutoring service we run. They were able to keep track of all of the service hours that our various members accumulated over the course of the year, and they were instrumental in helping to make sure induction ran smoothly. They were backed by several other officers who we had to limit ourselves to two, but they had a good leadership team in the other officers as well. But again, Julia and Shayla, whenever something needed to be done, they were on it before we even finished saying the words. And there were meetings where, we would say, oh, this needs to be sent out to the group, and within seconds, they had already posted it, and we moved on to the next business. So it was really nice for them to be able to pick up the slack and make Mrs. Bruner's life and my life a bit easier this year. So thank you very much.
Our next Cardinal Award for the Black Student Union goes to Faberlyn Alondo from Dr. Clark. Dr. Clark couldn't be here. She's on another field trip. A lot of activities in June. So I will be presenting to Faberlyn on her behalf. Please give my senior a round of applause. First and foremost, we regret that we could not be with you to present this award in person. Nonetheless, Faberlyn, or Fifi, as we affectionately call you, you are receiving this award because you demonstrated impeccable leadership and maturity throughout your VSU tenure. Although your title as secretary this year made it official, you served as an elected leader without the title since the creation of the club almost 4 years ago. Your positivity, consistency, and dedication have not gone unnoticed, and that is why we are proud to honor and recognize you today. Although Cardinals have multiple symbolic meanings, one meaning resonates with us the most as we think of you in this award. A cardinal symbolizes hope. Therefore, we believe in you and have high hopes for a bright future. You've only just begun, and we're so proud of you. So on behalf of the Black Student Union, we love you and will miss you, Mrs. Hall and Dr. Clark. For Gospel Choir, nominated by Dr. Clark, we have Cheyenne Harris. Cheyenne, it gives me great pleasure to recognize you with this year's Cardinal Award for Gospel Choir. My only regret is that I'm not there to bestow this honor personally, but you know me well. I'm all trying to be Superwoman today, which is true because she wanted us to change the date so she could be here. Nonetheless, I want you to know that your Superwoman instincts were on full display this year. I've watched you grow and flourish since your arrival in gospel choir. You were an outstanding choir president and leader this year. You literally ensured everyone was ready and on point, always informed and on task, including the adults. Now that's superb leadership, Cheyenne, because adults can be a little difficult at times. Most importantly, thank you for filling the gaps in my absence. Because of your leadership, the choir was flawless and never missed a beat. I can't thank you enough for that. You are a star, Cheyenne, and please don't ever dim your light for anyone. If you're too bright for someone, tell them to wear shades. Congratulations, Cheyenne. On behalf of the LHS Gospel Choir, we love you, and you will be surely missed. Our next Cardinal Award for peer leadership goes to Camille Jones and Matt Procasini from Ms. Patterson, Ms. Hope, and Ms. George.
Good morning. I am Rebecca George. I am one of the 4 peer leadership advisors that we have here at the high school. Peer leadership is an organization where students apply in their sophomore or junior year. They go through a rigorous application and interview process, and then we pick about 40 to 50 of our strongest leaders here at the high school. They are not just going into freshman resource classes and helping our freshmen acclimate to high school, but they are also representatives of the school in the larger Lawrence school community. From visiting LIS twice this year, to participating in our open house, to full-on running freshman orientation, our peer leaders work diligently throughout the school year. These 2 are some of our best. We are really proud of you. You stand out among all 50, 40 of you, let alone the whole school community. You have been our first volunteers every single time. And it was hands down an easy choice for us. So on behalf of all 4 of us, thank you, and we are proud of you.
Our next Cardinal Award for Operation Smile goes to Kiara Oshiro from Ms. Resenio. Ms. Resenio couldn't be here, so I will read her speech. Give it up for my other senior, Kiara. I nominate Kiara as the recipient of the Cardinal Award for Operation Smile. Kiara has demonstrated exemplary leadership as the president of this club. She always goes above and beyond for all events that we sponsor. She has organized and led all meetings and events this year with a smile. As a new advisor last year, she took the time to show me the ropes and how Operation Smile runs as a club at LHS, as well as educating me on the positive initiatives Operation Smile offers. I would like to thank you for your dedication, efforts, and passion as the Operation Smile president, and best of luck next year. Anything for my seniors. Our next Cardinal Award is Fatima Raza, and she was nominated by Ms. Katz for Students Helping Honduras.
proud and honored to be here today with Fatima. She was one of our special event committee members last year for Students Helping Honduras, which is a club that raises awareness about the issues in Honduras surrounding lack of access to education. She was such a phenomenal supporter last year, and she did so well that when we had all of the applications come in this year, we actually created a position for her to be able to join our executive board, our leadership team. Because we knew that we wanted to keep her around and give her an opportunity to continue to be a leader. And when another student decided not to continue with the position, she moved right into the vice president for the club. She's done an outstanding job over here. She's somebody I know that I can count on every time if something needs to get done, picking up the slack. I'm so excited that I have her for another year. I'm really proud of everything that she's done this year, and I thank you so much for all of your efforts, and I can't wait to continue working with you next year. So congratulations.
Our next Cardinal Award for Tangents from Mr. Foster is Felicia Adu Geometry.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Cameron Foster. I'm the advisor of Tangents, which is Lawrence High School's creative arts and literary writing magazine. This is a club that requires a lot of effort, organization, and dedication. And attending as a member during the revival of Tangents last year, since before COVID, Felicia quickly proved to me that she was ready to rise to the demands of the club while maintaining a really fun and creative atmosphere. This year, Felicia ran and was elected as this year's editor-in-chief. And among her many responsibilities, she worked so hard to collect student submissions, to organize them in our Google Drive, and really design a beautiful magazine. Felicia's own pieces in the magazine perfectly capture her extraordinary spirit and portray her as the reserved but equally supportive editor-in-chief she's been for our underclassmen Tangents members. Felicia assisted in creating agenda slides and running engaging meetings on a weekly basis. She also worked closely with our assistant editor-in-chief and our secretary, really demonstrating her incredible communication skills and ensuring they worked as a team to keep this club running as smoothly as possible. Overall, Felicia effortlessly maintained the vision of a creative, supportive community, which Tangents is supposed to embody. And although she's a senior and is graduating next week, I know that she will continue to do amazing things, and I really look forward to seeing her artwork and her writings on display in the near future. So all in all, this is why my nominee for the Cardinal Award is Madam President Felicia Adu-Yamfi.
Our next Cardinal Award for Triumph for Ms. Johnson is Cheyenne Harris. Ms. Johnson's going to be here either, so I will be reading her speech for her. I don't even know where to start with this particular award. Over the last 4 years, Ms. Cheyenne Harris has become a pillar of the music department, leading by example and taking the reins of leadership quietly and assertively when needed. Ms. Harris has been a section leader both in gospel choir and our curricular choirs, has conducted at large-scale choral events, arranged and taught music to her peers, and taken on a great deal of responsibility in order to better herself and the department. As part of the leadership team of the LHS Tri-M Music Honor Society, Cheyenne worked hard to make this year's Honor Society induction memorable and assisting in running the end-of-the-year events for the entire music department. With what seems like an endless supply of energy, patience, and grace, Cheyenne managed to lead the department in number of points earned to be in the Music Honor Society this year, 33 points, when most members earned between 7 to 10. Beyond her music leadership skills, Cheyenne is a conscious and conscientious member of her community. She supports others and helps everyone around her to grow. She is modest despite immense musical talent and kind even in the most trying of circumstances. Cheyenne leaves a legacy behind her, and while I am sad to watch her walk out of LHS and into the world, I am deeply excited to see what she accomplishes next, and profoundly grateful for the time we have had here at the high school. Congratulations. From Mrs. Johnson again, for choir, we have Matthew Martinez for this year's Cardinal Award. It is my pleasure to recognize a student who has truly stepped up in choral music, both in his own right and to represent his school with professionalism on a much wider scale. I met Matthew when he was just a freshman in my first semester guitar class. With his speaking voice, I was shocked to hear that he was not yet involved in our choral classes. We amended that very quickly, though I don't know if even Matthew knows how impressed I was when he opened his mouth for that first audition, and I heard a mature, low bass explode from this shy freshman. Matthew has grown from a reserved freshman to an upperclassman leader who took the suggestion to get more involved in music and ran with it. Matthew is often the first to volunteer for extra performances, to help out when extra hands are needed, and has worked hard to develop his gift. That work has enabled him to represent Lawrence High School at several select and regional choir events, in addition to being accepted to all-state choir for next year. We could not be more proud of his achievements and the disciplined work it took to get him there. Matthew Martinez is a shining example of why colleges constantly seek out disciplined music students to populate every major at their institutions. I cannot wait to see what he accomplishes next year as a senior and how he will shape the world after that. Congratulations, Matthew. Those are all of our Cardinal Awards for this year, 2024. Give them a round of applause. A lot of them will be graduating in a couple of days, leaving us, but a lot of them are underclassmen and upperclassmen who have paved the way for other students. So I'm really, really thankful for the work you all have put in. From starting new clubs to bringing old clubs forward, you all have paved the way for the next group of kids, and I'm just thankful for that. So I also want to thank, if you know me, your parents as well for getting you involved and allowing you to be involved and shaping our school and community better. So please give them a round of applause. And that's the end of our Cardinal Awards. So we're going to take some group and individual pictures by the crest over here.